TVO Kids! Let's go. Talking fire safety. Yeah. We brought some friends along. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Your clothes are on fire, take note. Stop, drop, and roll, I promote. That'll put out the flames, no joke. But what if you're surrounded by smoke? I know this is scary, stay strong. I'm here to help you along. If the building's on fire, stay calm. And try to remember this song.
Get on the move if you're caught in a fire. Get low and go right under that smoke. Don't touch hot things. You never want to dilly-dally. Don't hide. Get outside. Get on the move if you're caught in a fire. Get low and go right under that smoke. Don't touch hot things. You never want to dilly-dally. Don't hide. Get outside.
Here we go. Planning ahead can't be beat. Ask an adult about your retreat. Then agree on a place down the street where the people in the building can meet. But you only prepare for so long, 'cause things can always go wrong. So if the building's on fire, stay calm. Be strong and remember this song.
Get on the move if you're caught in a fire. Get low and go right under that smoke. Don't touch hot things. You never want to dilly-dally. Don't hide. Get outside. Get on the move if you're caught in a fire. Get low and go right under that smoke. Don't touch hot things. You never want to dilly-dally. Don't hide. Get outside.
If you see fire, walk, don't run. The number to call is 911. If you see fire, walk, don't run. The number to call is 911. If you see fire, walk, don't run. The number to call is 911. If you see fire, walk, don't run. The number to call is 911.
Get on the move if you're caught in a fire. Get low and go right under that smoke. Don't touch hot things. You never want to dilly-dally. Don't hide. Get outside.
Get on the move. Get low and go. Don't touch hot things. Don't hide.
Get outside.
Get on the move if you're caught in a fire. Get low and go right under that smoke. Don't touch hot things. You never want to dilly-dally. Don't hide. Get outside.
Everybody hug a firefighter.
They're Barrie's bravest because they fight fires for a living, but their dance moves could probably use a little work. Videographer Audra Brown with the unique launch of Fire Prevention Week.
Where there are sirens and smoke, there's dance, and even zip-lining dogs. This is how they get down for fire prevention in Barrie.
People need to be safe, you know, take care of the community.
Well, this is a flash mob unlike any other. 17 different fire services have come together today, along with dozens of members of the community promoting fire prevention.
We had all the key messages in there about knowing two ways out, getting low, don't touch hot things, get out if there's a fire. We also know that we missed generations when it comes to fire safety education, and if we get to the kids, they will go home and teach their parents.
And dancing fire chiefs and firefighters rappelling down buildings certainly does grab the attention of the kids.
If there's a real fire, they'll know what to do.
And of course, Fire Prevention Week is also a good time to review your escape plans and check your smoke detectors. How long did it take you to learn that routine?
I had a 15-minute practice earlier this week.
You did pretty good then.
Well, thank you. I don't think that I'm going to take it up as a career.
For more information on fire prevention, you can go to our website, citynews.ca, and click on FYI. In Barrie, Audra Brown, City News.
Well, we wanted to be innovative and creative and do something different for Fire Prevention Week, something that nobody else had done before, that would give us a little bit of attention and get our message out in a fun, educational way. So we decided to do a flash mob. Well, first we had to go to the fire chief and convince him that this is something. And he, again, right away, absolutely, make it happen. Then we went to the Simcoe County Fire Chiefs Association. Within a couple of days, we had almost all of them on board saying, yeah, let's do this. We want to be part of it. We had amazing partners, and we couldn't have done it without our partners. In Barrie Fire and Emergency Service, in our fire prevention division, we have really creative people that go out of their way to add to ideas and to expand on ideas. We have a really first-class trained rope and heavy rescue and rappelling team. So they were going to do our rappelling, and it was their idea that, you know, instead of just rappelling, why don't we drop Sparky 250 feet off of a zip line? That wasn't our idea. We said, if you can make it happen, that's what we want to see. But they have to practice. They had to get timing down. So again, another staff member said, well, we're going to need scaffolding, and they went out to the community and had that donated. The scaffolding was dropped off 2 weeks prior to the event so that our rappelling team could practice and get the timing down. It didn't fit in the elevators. So our fire prevention staff carried the scaffolding up 10 flights of stairs, Sherpa style, on their backs, set it up on the roof. I happened to be off that day, and sent me an email with pictures of them carrying it saying, don't worry, it's all done, we're ready to go. That's the kind of stuff that nobody sees, the behind the scenes stuff that is just totally amazing. We went to Parks and Rec, our Parks and Rec staff, and they instantly thought of one staff member that would be a great choreographer. So she took the song and created these dance moves for us to do. She also put it on YouTube so that all of the different groups that were participating could practice on their own. And then the weekend before the event, we held 4 rehearsals. But at no time did the entire group actually get to practice together. It was all done individually. She helped us gather our groups together to show the diversity of our community as well. So then we looked at our other partners, and we have a great partnership with TVO Kids. We've done lots of work with them on educational programming, both for preschool-age children and elementary school children. And we had helped them with a video, Don't Hide, Get Outside. So we knew that that was the music that we wanted because it was catchy, it had all of our key messages, and it wasn't something that people had heard before. We called TVO, and as soon as we sent them a note and said, this is what we're thinking of, could we do it? Within seconds, they said, yeah, we can do it. We'll make it happen. Another partner that came on board really quickly, or fairly early in it, was Kidda Canada. And they are very supportive in any of our initiatives. But they knew almost from the beginning that we could make this happen. I think they had more confidence in making it happen than we did initially. And they supported it. And they helped us make the YouTube video, which allowed us to share it beyond our city limits and to make it even more to educate even more people than just the people in our community. So that was fantastic. And one of the things that we tried to do to show their support, again, a last minute thing, we thought we need to have a smoke alarm. We'd had a smoke alarm built into the choreography, and we had the fire prevention officers from the different municipalities holding up smoke alarms. But somebody in the department said, I have a smoke alarm costume. Next thing you know, we've got a dancing, singing smoke alarm with a Kidda logo on it to show that they supported us. But it's one of our key messages because we know that working smoke alarms save lives. Friday, before the event, 5:15, we got a phone call from City Hall saying, what's your plan B? Because it had been raining all week. And if it rains on Monday, we can't go into the pond area where we want to do it because it'll fill up over the weekend. We can't drain it. And it's very slippery when it's wet, so you can't dance in there. We didn't have a plan B. So 6 o'clock in the morning, the day of the event, there was about 3-4 inches of water in the former pond, and we were all trying to squeegee, drain the water, do whatever we can to get that clean so that it could be dry enough that we could dance in it for a 10 o'clock start, and it happened. It didn't start raining until about 30 seconds after the music stopped. I think I was overwhelmed to know that we had been planning it for 11 months, a lot of last minute running around, and it just kept growing and growing and growing. And to see it all come together, and with all the stress of not knowing if we were going to get rain, and to see that it didn't really matter. The people were there, everyone was supporting it. The feedback that we got it just made it all worth it. I think what I've learned from this experience is that no idea is too crazy. No, if you can think it, you can do it. And it's just a matter of getting the support from the people around you and thinking of new and creative ways to get that message out. In December, we had a phone call from a school teacher, and they'd seen it in the news because we had tons of publicity, but she was using the YouTube video to practice with her kids, and they were doing it at their Christmas concert. So something we never even thought would happen. That's a whole community that's going to benefit from our best 3 minutes of fire safety.
Public education is the first line of defense for the fire service. After that, obviously, it's code enforcement and abiding by the fire code. And then after that, unfortunately, because there are still fires or whatever, then it becomes the most costly part of the department, which is the actual response. So the more that we can focus on education, obviously our numbers should go down in the amount of fire fatalities that we experience in the province. The two reasons why we focus on the children. One is that we're trying to get them to grow up through their life with fire safety in mind. The other aspect of it is that is the greatest way to influence the parents, is through the children having to bring those safety messages home. Yes, I had never experienced anything like that. I'm still waiting for the world tour dates to be, broadcast to the world or whatever. It was an amazing thing. It caught a lot of attention. I mean, there was a major turnout, in my opinion, and we certainly drove home the message. Part of the legislation that the provincial government has passed is that the first week in November will become Carbon Monoxide Awareness Week. So again, we'll be developing some programs to make sure that we're getting the message out to the public.